Public speaking is a learnable skill. I repeat, public speaking is a learnable skill. Just like you learned all the other subjects. For example, you learned economics, you learned physics, chemistry, biology in the school days, or you learned how to do your work in an organization. You learned cooking, you learned swimming, you learned singing. So all those things are also not known to you once. Remember when you wanted to cycle first time? You wanted to learn it, but you did not know it. So believe it when I say public speaking is a learnable skill. A couple of weeks ago, a group of lawyers invited me for a discussion on public speaking skills. I met a very young lawyer who enrolled about 3 months ago. Actually, he has done exceedingly well in the law college. But the problem was, he knows the subject, but he was suffering from the glossophobia we were discussing about. What is the point in wanting to be a lawyer where you have to go convince a judge? In the same court hall, there will be a lot of advocates, some of them very senior to you. The clients may be watching you. Just visualize a scenario like that. He said, "Sir, I was fumbling." Right? Another lawyer said, "Sir, I have about 5 years experience as a lawyer. I'm thorough in my case, but when it comes to presenting in front of a judge, I have a knee-jerking experience. How do you help me, sir?" And the same thing is expressed to me in executive meetings. When you want to present a very difficult project to a managing director, chairman, or a board member, how are you going to present it? I was talking to a chief executive officer of a multinational. The headquarters is in the United States. He is the head for the All India. I was mentoring him. He said, "NC, I'm going to US next 1 week. I will not be available." He said, "I'm going to make a presentation to my boss. I have to present him the next 3 years plan." I asked him, "How much time your boss will give you?" He asked me, "Can you guess?" I said, "Maybe half an hour." He said, "You should be joking. He will give me only 10 minutes. In that 10 minutes, my fate will be decided." This is what happens when you have to make a presentation. So in this episode, I'm going to discuss how a skill is learnt. Before that, there's a beautiful quotation by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Every artist was first an amateur. Every artist was first an amateur. Similarly, before you started speaking public, you are a novice. There are 4 stages. You may make a note of it. One is unconscious incompetence. Let me give a simple example of learning to cycle. There was a cycle, you were maybe about 3-4 years old, and you saw your elder brother cycling. You wanted to cycle, but you are not knowing. Unconscious incompetence. You were unconscious until you saw your brother cycling. Right? You are unconscious. You didn't know that there is a cycle, there is a cycling and all that. Unconscious incompetence. But the moment you saw your brother cycling, you got into the second stage, conscious incompetence. You become conscious that you did not know how to cycle. That's all the difference between these two, unconscious to conscious. The third one is, okay, you wanted to learn cycling. Okay, you started cycling, somebody helped you. That is the stage called conscious competence. You're very, very conscious. Where is your hand? Where is your foot? Where is your, where is the front brake, rear brake? Very, very conscious. And you start learning. After a couple of months, you go to the 4th stage, Unconscious competence. Unconscious competence. You will forget the first time you felt nervous. In this stage, automatically your hands will operate, your legs will operate. Same thing will happen when you start learning the public speaking. The only thing that you should do is persevere. Look for an opportunity to speak. Again, I repeat, human beings are the only species on earth who are endowed with the gift of communication. If you like this episode, share this episode. We'll meet in the next episode.